For years, the only thing I had left was the title of wife. My husband worked in Dubai for most of our marriage. We never had explosive fights. We never talked about divorce. I truly believed we were simply sacrificing our happiness to build a better future for our family. Then one day, everything changed. I found out he had secretly married another woman, a Filipino woman. And the most painful part, I didn't even know. I found out 3 years after their wedding. People from our community in Dubai were the ones who told me. Not my husband, not his family, complete strangers. When I confronted him, he didn't apologize. He didn't look ashamed. He simply said, "I can afford more than one wife. If you don't like it, leave. Take the kids or leave them here. I'll keep sending money." Those words destroyed something inside me. I wanted to leave, I really did. But then I looked at my children. My oldest was only 9, my second child was 7, and my youngest just 4 years old. So I stayed. Looking back, I don't think I was ever truly loved. He came home once every couple of years, stayed for a few months, spent most of his time with friends and relatives. Then he would leave again. Even his phone calls felt cold. Sometimes days passed without hearing from him. When I asked why he never called, he said, "What is there to talk about every day? I pay the bills." Yes, he provided money. My children never went hungry. But money can never replace love. I couldn't even choose my own clothes. Every decision was made by my mother-in-law. Some days, I'd look in the mirror and wonder, where had my youth gone? Then I'd wipe away my tears before my children could see them. One day, my mother-in-law looked at me and said, "He's successful. Men like him marry again. You still have a home. Why are you complaining?" That was the day I realized no one cared about my pain. So I stopped calling him. He stopped calling me too. Every month, money arrived. Every few days, he called the children. That was all we had left. He became a complete stranger. A few years later, he returned home. That night, he walked into our room and asked, "Where am I supposed to sleep?" I calmly told him, "The guest room is ready." He wanted to sleep beside me. I quietly replied, "Then I'll sleep somewhere else." He reminded me, "We haven't seen each other in years." I lied. I told him I was on my period. But the truth? I couldn't bear his touch anymore. The next morning, his phone rang. The caller ID simply said, "Wife." I watched him answer the video call. I watched him introduce her to his mother, to his sisters, as if everything was completely normal. I quietly walked away so no one would see me cry. That was the day my marriage ended. Maybe not legally, but emotionally, it was over. Later, I finally told him, "Don't think of me as your wife anymore. I'm only the mother of your children. If you want a divorce, give me one. If not, we'll continue like strangers. I'm only staying because of our children." He said nothing. He never apologized. He never entered my room again. Years went by. He came, he left, again and again. Nothing ever changed. In 2024, my oldest son moved to Dubai, but he couldn't stay with his father's second family, so he moved out. Then, for the very first time in my life, someone sent me money with love, my son. every month. I bought clothes that I actually liked. It was the first time I felt free. One day, I told my son, "I want to divorce your father." He held my hand and quietly said, "Mom, you've sacrificed your whole life for us. People don't blame you, they blame Dad. Please, spend the rest of your life in peace with us." So today, I'm still legally his wife, but in my heart, I've been alone for many years. I've heard he now has a daughter with his second wife. I still don't speak to him. Maybe some people think that's wrong, but when someone destroys your trust, your dignity, and your heart, sometimes silence is the only thing you have left. My life didn't turn out the way I dreamed, but I no longer define myself by the man who broke me. My children became my strength. They became my reason to keep living. And today, they are my entire world.